All right.
Okay. To figure out, I can screwing this in here and one there.
How big are you thinking?
Oh. Oh, I'm talking being up here, a big
Right.
mountain, and then another level down there to put houses on. Because we got a bunch of houses we're gonna put up here for another town.
Well, if the peak is up high, it comes out.
Yeah, comes down to a level and then to another level. So we need to get 2 levels out of this. That will
Same
go-
like we did down there.
But no, it doesn't have to be that high. I mean, it could go up that high, but no, nothing up there except trees.
Okay, whatever.
I mean, you can't. I don't know that we're gonna have buildings in the sky.
I thought the point of this was to put a few buildings up on a shelf.
Yeah, I'm talking some buildings like here, and then another layer here if we want, out further. And then,
So you're going to cover all this?
well, it doesn't have to be. It doesn't have to be that tall. That could be the last level, and this be the other level. With mountains up at the top, and that'd be no higher than this, and this be the step.
Okay, well, mountains are small at the top, bigger at the bottom. So
Right.
the mountain needs to continue
Yeah,
to grow.
yeah.
The higher you go, the more of this gets eaten up.
Right,
If
the
you're
screen-
thinking perspective-wise.
But it could drop off, and then still have some buildings there.
With danger of falling rocks,
Yeah,
signs next to them.
and it could be right to here, plenty high.
Well, what I'm saying is if you're putting buildings here, and this isn't the top of the hill, the top of the mountain, you're not going to have a mountain peak when you've got buildings here. You can't revisit the mountain over buildings.
Well,
So I thought we were building a hill that this came down, and then we had a plateau up here of a few buildings.
Right.
Not a mountain peak. Just this was an inclined hill
we can do that
everything was on.
without. We don't have to have a mountain peak. That's true. It can just be a layered town.
That's where I thought we were going, is build it up over here, because you could put some buildings over these tracks and still not disturb a center area of town.
If you come out here, you can go a little higher.
Kind of stay.
That's screwed in there.
Yeah, so you can have a building sitting over here if you've got this much of it is covered, and then the hill goes down from there, I think.
No, I know it.
But if you get a mountain up here, this is all sloped.
No, that's fine. Because the very back of it can be something with some trees.
That's where I wasn't thinking we were going this high.
Right.
I was thinking we were going like a plateau area up a level. And it can be all the way out to here. I mean, you could
we can
you
put
could-
there,
you
put
could
a
have-
block and screw that to it.
that's
However high
fine.
we need to be.
All right, yeah.
And that's a big area to put buildings.
Yeah, and this can be cut almost in a circle, that this all kind of goes down right to this town to where this track is all covered,
Right.
but it ends right here underneath the town. So you still have to where this town is, right inside the tracks, that the base of that thing would be, you still have 10 inches here that we could put a little house or a little gas station of some sort. I mean, the gas station I built, Bob's Country Store, could be up here just in the corner and have a few buildings up here.
Okay, well, the
Or
first
police station back here in the corner. I don't know. Police station pretty big.
how high? That's plenty high to clear everything in there.
Well, this is high enough that it clears the train, but I would make it taller. Yes.
Right.
I would make it like this tall.
So
That's what I would think.
We
Plenty
could-
of room.
we could cut this off right there, screw it into here, put a block on here, and then that would sit on there just fine.
Sure.
It ain't gonna fall over because it's gonna have 2 in it. So if I mark that, we can get this in and cut. Wait a minute, is that right? Right there.
Well, then see where you want. Do we want this even with this back here?
Yeah, pretty much.
Okay, well
Yeah,
that's close. And then do we want to draw kind of a line of what we want to cut out of this? Is this what we're using?
Yeah.
Well, then this corner could flip over there,
Right.
and be a
Extension.
little bit of a bow, like that's
Right, and
a
we
part
can
of the
put-
length. And then we just go down and tie into that.
Yeah, we can put it. That's solid because that's 2x4.
Well, this is a table underneath the
I know
phone.
it is. I know it's a big table. You can stand on that.
Yeah. But it doesn't need any more support than
No.
this.
No, 'cause
this
we're not
toilet
putting any
paper
weight
comes
on it.
down and just
We're not
lays
putting
on
any
it.
weight on it.
Yeah. Okay.
But you need something to hold a piece you put on here.
Well, if you are thinking you want it to kind of just go along and be just to where it's tunneled this in and give you room to put a building and a little road in front of it, then I'll draw on that and cut that top piece. Because you've got, well, we could start it even back a little bit. We could start it right over the track, and then it just kind of goes down to it. Or do you want it
Yeah.
overhanging? How do you want it?
I want it to go, overhang the track
Well, there's
a little bit to give it some
there's
space
the
to come.
track here.
Here's your track right here. Yeah.
That's where I got it. And it kind of comes at an angle, so this,
Okay, you went over the track. Needs to be more here to follow that curve.
it doesn't need to follow the curve because we're just going to build this out and have
Okay.
it come down to whatever.
Okay.
I was trying to get a bigger piece of this so we
All
could
right.
lay it
Is
that
this
way.
the height right here?
If you like that.
Okay, I gotta move this up to there.
I wouldn't put it here because we're going to be walking there. I'd
No, it
stand,
has to.
I'd
Yeah,
stand
but you
up here.
can't stand it up there.
Yeah, screw a block into it and then screw the block down to that.
I know, but
And then it's not making this smaller because it's already tiny for us to go back here.
yeah, but I don't think it's gonna bother us.
Yeah, we want it as less intrusive as possible.
Well, we can screw it.
Do you want a train car right here to see
Oh,
it go through?
it's got plenty of room.
Well, then that will be the height that it kind of,
Mark this right here.
what, here?
Yeah. Okay.
There's your height.
And then there's another one to be on that side possibly. I want to use these boards.
Well, then we just
need to
cut
cut.
2 of those. That's two of
Yes, two on
that
the sides
size.
would be fine. Then we need to cut some, I've got a 2x4 to cut some blocks. Or we can even cut those out for blocks.
Fine, a little overkill, but.
I want some sturdiness.
Okay, you're gonna dance a jig up there.
Yeah.
If you want a mountain up there, I'm
Yeah.
fine doing a mountain,
We
but
can-
you're not gonna get buildings up there.
No, I don't have to have mountains.
It's like we can't put buildings up
No.
on that.
No. Okay. Okay, here we are. Just trying to get the best bang for the buck as we were talking of getting the buildings and the mountain to look right.
It's tough with the limited space
Yeah.
there is when you put the whole section of track curving at the end.
Yeah.
You don't have much room for the town. I mean, things close in on you quick when you're trying to build a town.
I think I was wanting to have a couple levels with a great big mountain, but it would just end up looking like 2 shelves of buildings over there. So
Well,
that wouldn't look right.
I watched the part there earlier, and I saw me arguing with you and trying to convince you. It's like I wished I didn't sound like that, but it's like you can't, like you just mentioned a little
Yep.
bit ago. It's 2 shelves of buildings there. It just doesn't make sense.
We have to keep running back and forth into the other garage to get screws, to cut pieces. Oh, we need this. Oh, we need that.
Yeah, we cut that, and then I think this is the section where I think you cut something an inch short, and then I cut something an inch short. but-
Probably. Yeah.
It's like, oh, okay. I think I read the wrong end of the tape measure or
Yeah.
something. Like I read 8.5 on. I think that's how tall those things were, is 8.5.
Yeah. So there's the main base for the back. And then just use up scrap materials and scrap 2x4s, cut them off. So we are going to have, I guess, 2 levels up there. But
We are.
yeah, there's the main level that comes out in front of us here, and then it goes up to that upper level.
Oh, it'll have three. There's a base down there,
Right.
then the plateau in the middle where that gray area is right there without the building,
Right,
and then
right.
that upper level where we just threw some buildings there.
And I know that looks crazy that those buildings are just up in the air there, but there'll be the aluminum screen that'll come down and make it flow there. We got buildings on the next level. We're just trying to get an idea of the shape of how things will be and will it work?
I didn't like the police building at the end. It's
Yeah.
just like too big of a building right
Yeah.
there at the end.
And that's what you got to do. You got to
Threw a little parking thing in there.
You got
Trying
trial
to
and error.
envision. Yeah, these are envisioning tools. I don't
think
know.
that is the best one we did. I think was right there. I believe.
Yeah.
And we haven't done the lower plateau there.
Well, and then I threw some cars
Cars.
at you just to kind of get an idea of if the town
Scale,
layout
just
would be
how
working right, and then
can we have a road in front of it, the scale with the cars, or is it going to look like there's not enough room for cars?
All right, that's it for Train Top City for this time. Thanks for watching.